Conservatives who constantly chirp about cancel culture have officially canceled Tenacious D. Now, Tenacious D is a two-person band with Jack Black and his friend for like years and years at this point. It's a rock duo. They literally did a movie about it. They've known each other for decades. They've operated alongside one another for decades. Jack Black, however, has ended the Tenacious D tour after bandmates Trump shooting comments. The comedy rock duo tour Tenacious D, made up of Jack Black and Kyle Gass, has canceled the rest of their tour after Gass's remarks about the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. While on stage at a concert in Sydney on Sunday, Gass was presented with a birthday cake and asked to make a wish. Does anyone have the video? Here it is. Now, before we get to this part, I do want to say something. Jack Black, big-time Democrat, okay, and had also recently re-endorsed Joe Biden, like a couple weeks prior to this. He did like a big on-stage show of it all, too. And that, I think, plays a big role in the reaction to his bandmate and, you know, lifelong friend saying this thing.
Don't miss Trump next time.
He blows on the birthday candles and he says, don't miss Trump next time, which is obviously a joke. Like, he might genuinely believe it, but the format of this is, of course, like a joke. This is a comedy duo. I was blindsided, Jack Black says, by what was said at the show on Sunday. I would never condone hate speech or encourage political violence in any form. After much reflection, no longer feel it is appropriate to continue the Tenacious D tour, and all future creative plans are on hold. I am grateful for the fans for their support and understanding. I mean, this is a better video, but who gives a shit?
Make a wish, Canada. We love you, kids. Back to take it back. Thank you. We love you, kids.
What happened? He doesn't seem too fucking distraught.
Back to take it backstage and cut it into pieces, please. Thank you, Thank you, guys.
Has Jack Black always been a hog? He's not a hog at all. Jack Black is actually a very nice person overall. He's a very nice person overall. He is like he's a big time Democratic Party supporter. He's a cool dude in person, I think. People that I know that have met him, very interested in like this space, like Twitch and whatnot, and like streaming in general. Having said that, however, I think the reason why he reacted the way that he did is not because he's like an actual fucking coward or whatever. But the reason why, I mean, he is a little bit cowardly, of course. But I think the reason why he's like this, he's a Warren defender, by the way. That's even funnier. The reason why he reacted this way is because he probably doesn't want what he's saying to be fucking reflected poorly against Joe Biden. Because Republicans are pretty vicious and they'll come after him because they have no fucking interest in defending free speech, defending humor, defending satire. And I thought a lot about this. And that's why I was saying what I was saying earlier this morning. Republicans have something like genuinely broken in their minds where like the age-old principle of like don't punch down but punch up when you're doing humor doesn't work in their understanding of the world. Republicans never want to punch up. They always simply want to punch down. If you can't make a fucking joke about one of the most powerful motherfuckers on the planet, who the fuck can you make a joke about? And the answer from the Republican side is trans people. Like the only jokes you can make that are appropriate and acceptable is if like you're talking about someone who has less than you. If you're talking about someone who's in worse conditions than you. If you punch up, that's unacceptable. They have this like weird, genuine peasant mentality. They have the feudal serf brain completely. They have it locked the fuck down. They're like, no, how dare you? How dare you make a joke about the motherfucking president? It's crazy. Where are the cancel culture warriors? Well, all of them are literally too busy canceling Jack Black and everybody else associated with Kyle Gass. The line I improvised on stage Sunday night in Sydney was highly inappropriate, dangerous, and a terrible mistake. I don't condone violence of any kind in any form against anyone. What happened was a tragedy. I'm incredibly sorry for my severe lack of judgment. I profoundly apologize to those I've let down and truly regret any pain I've caused. Now, obviously, I don't expect the Democratic Party politicians to behave like Republican Party politicians, but as far as like liberal comedians goes, as far as like lib adjacent, Democratic Party adjacent celebrities goes, like it's completely fucking ridiculous that these people have like that Republicans have any ground to be like, oh, I can't believe you just made a joke like this. I can't believe you've made a joke like this. It's fucking, it's insane. Ted Nugent, I almost call it Nugent. Is it Nugent or Nugent? Like Republican celebrities openly advocate to eliminate and even do worse than that. Like they fucking Nugent. Okay, thank you. Like we're not even at this point, we're not even talking about like Republican. We're not even talking about Republican politicians who make jokes like this all the fucking time. But beyond that, if we look at like the Republican celebrities, James Woods, John Voight, or Ted Nugent, Kid Rock, they're openly advocating to fucking political opposition on a regular fucking basis. What are we talking about? It's so ridiculous in ways that go far beyond simply talking about like Obama, for example. They weren't just saying like Obama, they were like lynching Obama. You know what I mean? Because he's black, like turning it into a hate crime and showing that their resentment towards Obama and their anger towards Obama wasn't because he was like a bad president as a liberal or whatever, but like literally trying to do a hate crime to him, like invoking the antiquated and really horrible aspects of American history that pertain not just to the first black president, but to all black people. Do you understand? So it's fucking ridiculous that they're just doing, that they are crying about this shit. If fucking Dave Chappelle made a joke saying, hi, you miss bitch, they would love that shit. No, they wouldn't. They would come after Dave Chappelle too. It's only when Dave Chappelle says trans people deserve less, which is not even a fucking structured joke, as a joke, where they go, oh, that's hilarious. I love that. You know what I mean? That's my point. They just like in their minds cannot comprehend punching up as a mechanism for humor. They literally operate in the exact opposite way that most people operate. This is a classic principle in comedy. But again, it is yet another glaringly obvious demonstration of hypocrisy. These guys don't give a fuck about cancel culture. They love cancel culture. I'm sad to see the glee that some on the right have at the opportunity to deploy cancel culture over post-assassination attempt comments. I'm a hardcore free speech advocate, and I look at it like germ warfare. It's bad for the whole ecosystem. People like to think that they would fight and die for their sacred principles. This is low stakes practice. The actors will say, those aren't my sacred principles. I'm going to punch back at my enemy. But to the people at the margin, maybe the principle is important to you. Maybe you shouldn't cheer for an online mob. Everyone should be judged by their statements. Elon Musk says exactly. Even though he's been fucking chirping about the way in which the liberals have been talking about the shooting nonstop. Unity means Democrats shut the fuck up about the Republicans. You don't get to say anything. Republicans, on the other hand, they can say whatever the fuck they want, as they have been nonstop. Great situation.